Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've been there already. Today we are in the company of this little sleeping monkey. Hello! She has been sleeping for hours and I know she's gonna be doing a mess tonight. Yay! Anyway, so for today we're gonna learn how to do some bracelet with one single thread. It's like a continuous movement that you're always doing and it's creating like a chain. I'm gonna do it with macrame cord so you can see better what I'm doing, but ideally you should use embroidery threads so you can use different colors, you can mix colors and stuff like that. So without any further ado, let's jump into the project. So here we go. What we're going to need for this project is any embroidery thread that you would like to use. I'm going to use the macrame cord, like I said, so you can see exactly what I'm doing because it's a really thick cord. You can also use something like this, which is like, you know, the knitting threads, but then you would get something like this, which is really thin and tiny. While with the thread, the embroidery thread, you can mix different colors, so it's creating a bit thickness around it. Okay. And once you've done, you just need scissors to cut and finish off. But basically, for the rest, you don't need anything but the cord. What you're going to do basically is like you're going to take the end of the cord and then you're going to use your second finger as a knitting tool. So you're going to go once around, twice around. From there, you're going to take the back and pass it through. And then hold this one there. So you create like kind of a loopy thing. So don't let it go now because otherwise it's done. From here, just create another loop passing from always inside to outside. Then you can hold it with your fingers there. And then once again, you take the one from behind and you pass it in front. And then you can get that higher and you just make it tighter. So you're always going to have to move your finger here to hold a bit higher every time. So from here you create another loop, then you're passing the one behind, and then you get this tighter. So as you can see, it's like I'm using this side and I'm just doing front and back until it's tight enough. And then I can move on to the next loop. So I'm always holding it with the back fingers, pass it with my left hand, and I'm knitting with my right, and then make it tighter by using both. I'm moving a bit higher, do again, pass, tack, 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 do again, pass, tack, 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 do again, pass, tack, tack, tack. So it's easier with smaller cord because you can make them tighter and it looks better. This one is a bit more rigid. So if I continue until the end, I'm just going to do a small break here to mention that you can also add beads to this. So for something like this, I would use wooden beads. And basically what you're going to have to do is like just get some cord. So as much as you think you're going to need. So for instance, I've done that much so far. So imagine that you want to finish your bracelet. So you're going to say, oh, I need that much cord to finish the bracelet. I don't know if it's going to be enough. It's just an estimation. So then you could cut here and add your beads. And then every time you want the beads to come into place, you just pass it through up to here. Then you do your first passing of the cord, and then because at this moment the bead would be here, and then you can just go like this, pass it here, and when you're going to tie it up, it's going to tie around the bead and not the rest. So you can also add color beads or wooden beads or anything you want around this. Now let's imagine that it's enough. So you can let go of this as long as you can always put your finger back to start over. But you can always remove your finger to try and see how much more you need to do. Let's imagine that I have finished my bracelet. Do never stop it like this because if you go like this and you start pulling, it's gonna unpull everything that you've done. So make sure that you never let go of the loop until when you want to finish, you're gonna cut here, pass the cord inside the loop, and then you're just gonna pull here. And because the cord is cut here, it's gonna finish it, and then I can pull and nothing is gonna happen. So in this case, let's start over, but let's imagine that we want to use 2 colors for this. So I'm gonna bring my other color. So I didn't receive my embroidery thread yet, which I needed for this video. So I'm gonna use the other color that I showed you before, which is almost exactly the same. It's like white and kind of beige. So I'm gonna use the 2 cords together like this, and I'm gonna create the same pattern that I've done before. So I hold them, I go over once, over twice, pass the first one into the second one, loop, pass the first one into the second one, tighten up, loop, pass the first one into the second one, tighten it up, tack, 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 tack. And this is how you would get 2 colors. So here you can't really identify which is which, but you would have a mix of both colors doing the same pattern, basically. And you finish the same way by passing both cords inside the loop and cutting here. And in the end you would get bracelet like this one. Tiny ones, colorful, with beads, without beads. In the next video, check my wrist. I will have more because I'm waiting for the thread that should arrive next week. So let's see. This is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and like me, you're gonna grow your collection of bracelets. I will hopefully receive my order so I can do some more soon. It should be there by Wednesday, but you know, never know. The last one got cancelled. Yay! Anyway, I will see you in the next video, and in the meantime, be crazy, be creative, and be you. Ciao!